it would be a one-sided slaughter.
Yeah.
He would grab him by his neck and fling him around and just ragdoll him wherever he wanted to. First off, I don't think it would get sanctioned anywhere. I don't think any commission would allow it. You think someone would?
No.
Yeah, I don't see it that either. That's one. Two, Brendan's big, man. People don't realize. So you stand next to that dude. He's a big ass dude. He's a big dude. Like,
look, let's be honest about this, and we talk about this all the time. 155 is where Nate started, really. Okay, it's a great weight class. It's probably one of the toughest weight classes there's ever been.
it is the toughest.
But there's a reason why we have fucking weight classes. Okay, there's a reason why in the early days of the UFC there was a bunch of really tough, small fighters who said, I ain't doing that, because it takes so much to make up for that size. Let's be honest. Brendan was never a great stand-up fighter. Okay, but he did knock out Crow Cop. Okay,
Yeah.
Can you imagine Nate Diaz hitting Brendan? What do you think it's going to do?
Well,
okay, and if you get into the grappling part, and I'm going to be honest about this, Brendan's a hell of a fucking grappler.
He's a hell of a grappler, man.
Okay, Brendan can grapple his ass off, and he is fucking good. And now I'm taking nothing away from Nate, but Nate does not have an advantage over him. Okay,
No.
Nate will say walking around weight, 195 pounds. Okay, Brendan's 250 pounds.
Yep.
All right, that's a 60-pound fucking difference. If you don't think 60 pounds makes a difference in a fucking fight, this is all stupid. Nate Diaz is not afraid of Brendan Schaub, and Brendan Schaub is not afraid of Nate Diaz. It's all, social media allows people to get towards other people in a way that most of the time you should just look at and go, not worth my time.
Yeah.
But sometimes because of the person it is, you do make it worth your time. And so Brendan has said things about this. I would like to see them both just go, all right, we're done. But
because it's these two guys, we're here right now on social media basically talking about it.
Damn straight. Look,
I've actually trained and grappled with Brendan. One of the first guys I grappled with when coming back to the UFC after the Strikeforce buyout. I was in Hawaii, trained with Pettis, trained with Mark Munoz, trained with Brendan. And I said one of the things that I remember about him was that he was so fluid on the ground.
He was active on the ground.
He's active. Yeah. He was fluid. He had good. He was hard to pass his guard. He just moved really well on the ground. He moved better to me than Mark Munoz did. And Mark Munoz comes from a wrestling background. He just flowed a lot better, but jiu-jitsu wise.
Yeah.
And I've done grappling matches against Nate Diaz, and I've also fought Nate Diaz. It would be a one-sided slaughter.
Yeah.
He would grab him by his neck and fling him around and just ragdoll him wherever he wanted to. 40, it doesn't matter how old he is. He's 245 pounds, 250 pounds. He would ragdoll him. Nate Diaz is not a strong guy, that's for sure. And as he gets older, he's not as fast. His jiu-jitsu is not the greatest anymore because he doesn't train it as much. He's been focusing on boxing. He's become more of a stand-up guy. Don't get me wrong. He'll still choke Conor out, but it's one of those things where like he's going to try to just stand with Conor the whole time because he's not trying to take people down. That's his style. What do you think is going to happen if he was a matchup against Schaub? Schaub would just toy with him, just dingle him over. He'd jack him up, man. It wouldn't be. I think it's something that doesn't need any more attention, and I don't think anything will ever come to fruition.
No,
they may see each other and it might be on site for Nate Diaz, but I don't think it'd go well. Wouldn't go well.
You just look and you go, it's not worth either of your times. Stop.
Yeah, I mean, just it's one of those things, man. Schaub would beat the brakes off of it. It would be bad. He's just too small, John. You know that.
That's why I said it. Why do you think they have weight classes?
Yeah. And I like Nate, man.
I love Nate.
I love Nate, man. I think he's great for the sport. Him and his brother.
Yep.
I was watching some videos from his brother training a little bit the other day. I love seeing it. I love seeing Nick back. I'm excited for his return. Go to WayneMerch.com, pick up some of our apparel. We want to thank BetUS for supporting our show and continue to support our show. Element, stay salty, my friends. It's the watermelon. I love it. This is my favorite one right now. I like the one that John has too. The
Yeah.
what is it? The
Black cherry lime.
black cherry lime, baby. That one's good as well.
It's a good one.
The link is down below in the descriptions. Every time you purchase through our link, they will send you a bonus package, a gift. I would like to say when
Extra
you use
product.
purchase. Yeah, so make sure you guys buy through that.